another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones, they through. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought.
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. Taken down at the 15. It's a big run that time by Henry. 59 yards for him on the ground. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Cardinals' 5-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Cardinals 0. Michael Dixon set to
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Well, we're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
They nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot in the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3, leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
The ball carrier, Keanu Neal, brought him down. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Cardinals nothing.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Now Jones. Off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, going for Jefferson. And that's caught inside the 30.
Oh, boy.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A first down carry for Henry. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and
throwing
7.
Jones. Rolling to his right. Incomplete.
Jones on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now staring at 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Arizona.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the rookie second-round pick. This is Cam Akers. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Cardinals.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to the ground, Cook. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals! Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
Jones on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
17 yards. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
A gain of 40
The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gostkowski's kick is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. Taken down, but not before it gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run it again with Henry. And hard running's going to get him 40 to the 42.
On the carry.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Charger.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On first down, Henry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Bradley.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Jones. They'll roll him out right. And that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Jones dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Another Chargers. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And For one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on second down. Jones escaping the pressure right.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
The Chargers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Pollard, and he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mayfield on play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Is a turnover on down.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. gun. Jones. Room to run past midfield. The receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's Jones on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Jones on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And a busy night for Henry continues. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Again, it's Henry. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw. He chucks this one away from Barr. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
First down, Arizona.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's all the way down to the 40-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
A first down carry for Henry. It's right to Henry. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
Good game.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a